जहाँ पे we have created one singlet based on the f number solved. We are going for the problem statement 1, where we are creating a monochromatic on-axis singlet lens having an f10 with clear aperture of 10 mm. So 10 mm is your entrance pupil diameter. I want my lens to image a light of 10 mm bundle. So एक bundle of light, एक light का bundle आ रहा है बहुत दूर से, infinite conjugate. So I created this using the f number solved. मेरे को 51.852 मिला, but for the glass NBK7. If I define some other glass, the radius of curvature will change. ठीक है? So now I have created this. यहाँ पे मैंने variable दिया using Control Z. If Control Z might not be working on a keyboard, तो क्या करना है? Small box, click, solve type, variable. इधर click करना, ठीक है? और ये variable हो जाएगा. So once I have three variables, two radius of curvatures and back focal distance, I will use merit function editor. Go to this optimization wizard. Image quality is spot. So in the last before D, we understood what are these four image quality means. Okay. नहीं समझ में आया तो हेल्प मैनुअल है. So हेल्प मैनुअल मेरे को लास्ट में रिमाइंड करना कि कैसे देखते हैं. I will show you that process. क्योंकि वो बहुत हेल्पफुल है. इसमें आपको ऑपरेंड और दिखाई देंगे. स्पॉट किया और उसको ओके कर दिया. ठीक है. ओके करने के बाद ये एक पिंक लाइन आई, कुछ व्हाइट लाइन और कुछ येलो लाइन आई. So this is an automatic thing, so don't worry about it. और फिर I defined one operand called EFFL. So I'm constraining the system focal length using effective focal length operand. Target is 100 and weight is 1. So 1 का मतलब ये है कि I'm giving it importance. If the weight is 0, मतलब वो कुछ significance नहीं, बस it's defined. Also which value display होगा. But if I define some weight, some value to it, so it is a significant thing and it needs to be considered during the optimization process. So with this, I hope you are all synced in. फिर spot diagram में we opened the settings and we selected the show area disk. Because of this, we got a reference standard key. What is the diffraction limited performance for this lens? So we have a standard key up to which we have to reach. So with all this set, I will simply go for the optimize button. Three variables, two radius of curvatures, one back focal distance. Optimize. So there is some initial merit function and some current merit function. So based on the image quality and the focal length operator that I have defined, I have got some value. कि भाई आपने ये जो दिया है और जो performance I'm getting, this is the return value. कि भाई merit function value ही है. Now I'm going to optimize it. So during the optimization, the merit function value should come down. If the value reduces, it means the performance is improved. So I'll just say start. And suddenly within 0.2 seconds the merit function has dropped. Something has happened. So I'll exit. So is everybody's screen looking like this, the spot diagram?
Not looking like that.
Not looking.
Okay. स्पॉट करना है, आपको सिर्फ ओके बोलना है.
सर का यहाँ पे 16 आ रहा था.
तो आपने जो एयर का किया था ना सिलेक्शन, वो नहीं करना था. इसमें लाइक आई सेड इन द मेरिट फंक्शन जस्ट सिलेक्ट द इमेज क्वालिटी स्पॉट एंड ओके, नथिंग एल्स. ऑपरेंड लगाना. अरे आपका हाथ नहीं दुख रहा? स्टैंड लेके आना.
Okay, everybody here? तो क्या लेंस बनी है, मतलब what is the lens architecture? If I zoom in, what is the lens architecture? ये singlet ही है भाई, पर biconvex, equiconvex, biconcave. Both sides are convex, right? और ये कोई second surface समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है कि flat है कि concave कि convex. Correct. So I'm identified because of the sign convention. Right में negative है तो convex. Absolutely correct. So with this, हमारा first statement complete हुआ. On axis, monochromatic 550 nanometer singlet lens, f number 10, clear aperture 10, complete. सेव तो करना पड़ेगा, बंद करूंगा तो डिजाइन गायब हो जाएगा. So go to the file, save as. Is everybody understanding Hindi, right? In between switching to Hindi, if somebody is this, it's a comfort for comfort. In the beginning, I actually calibrated with them. Is it okay, not okay? So I'm recalibrating again. If it's not okay, I'll just continue in English. I'm not. So to save the file, say save as. So when I have made one folder over here, so I'll just go over here and say F10 monochromatic. So I'm just naming it as per my convenience on axis and save. So you can see there's a title over on the top. Or a folder page. If I go to the folder, I can see two lenses are created, two files are created. One is the Zemax file and one is the ZOS file. The Zemax file will have the design, and ZOS file will have the aperture settings and all the wavelength settings. So that's the segment. That's it. Okay. So back to the system. So is everybody with me here? Good. So the first problem statement done. Can you repeat why? So one is the ZMX file and one is the ZOS file. ZMX file will have the what is the layout settings, the lens generator, and ZOS file will have the wavelength, aperture, merit function. So especially the merit function will not get saved in the ZMX format. It will get saved in the ZOS file. So when they are giving design from one system to another system, you should give both of them. So statement number 1 done. I hope everybody has executed it, right? Does anybody have any issue? Good. So now let's go to F5 system. Okay. Clear aperture remains the same. So that means my focal length becomes 50. 50, correct. 100, it was F10. 50, F5. So I've saved this design. So in this design only, I'll try to modify it. So what I'll do is, I'll simply go over here. Again, I'll make it a plano on both the surfaces. So I'll make it infinity. So I'll just type IN, enter. IN, enter. Okay. And there will be some distance. So it should be 50. So I'm going for F number 5. So go to this small box on line number 3. Click on it, B, and go to the F number solve. I hope everybody has saved their files first, because if you have not saved it, it will get washed away. Okay? Because when I'm going to create my F5 file, F number 5, I'm going to again save it as save as. So that way another file will be created. I'm doing my work on F10 file, but when I save it again, a separate file will be created. So this is something I'm telling you beforehand, so that you will not mix both the designs. Okay? So small button. Solve type F number. I will say 5. If I can see, there is a blue ribbon below. EFFL. By default, it is there in most of the systems. If it's not there, you just let me know. I'll tell you how to bring it out. So now it's the effective focal length 50. But initially, I had the optimized design of 97 from my first lens, right? Singlet F10. So now I use quick focus. So go to the optimize tab. I use quick focus, spot size radials, and use centroid. Okay. So now 48.54. Okay. So the second problem statement says we are going to design the lens of F5 F number, and it is going to be polychromatic, on axis but polychromatic. And I've said FDC. So can anybody tell me what are these FDC wavelength values? 640 is correct. Incorrect.
480.
That's HENE.
486, 588 or 656.
इसमें देखा ना wavelength setting. But चलो, at least nobody explored and answer is correct. Good. Answer आने से मतलब पास होने से मतलब ऐसे है पता नहीं. Good. So firstly, I'll remove the F number solve here. Okay, we have got a base design. Secondly, in the system now we go to the wavelength box. Settings, double tap, wavelength data. So now we are going to select our custom wavelengths. So if you see, by default only one wavelength is there, which is the central point of your visible spectrum. So go below, यहाँ पे FDC होगा, visible. Click on that, select receipt. So automatically क्या हुआ? What has happened? It will select the central wavelength, which is the 588. Because when there are odd number of wavelengths, so automatically the preference should be given to the wavelength that is in the center, or the wavelength that is more sensitive in our optical design. So what will happen because of this? The other two wavelengths which are on the other side and the opposite side will have an averaging performance and going for optimization. Of course, through iteration it will get corrected. But this
सर
is the
कस्टम डेटा कहाँ से आया?
Pardon?
सर कस्टम वाला टैब कहाँ से आया?
कौन सा है?
सर सेटिंग में वेवलेंथ सेटिंग देन कहाँ?
अच्छा दिखा लो वो। इसको मैं वापस क्लोज कर देता हूँ। तो ये सिस्टम एक्सप्लोरर है हमारा।
यस वहाँ पे
मैंने in the beginning I told it's very important. So अपर्चर सेटिंग तो आपकी सेम रहेगी। So फील्ड में कुछ चेंज नहीं है। यहाँ पे वेवलेंथ है। तो ये देखो ऐसा होगा। It will be initially like this. There's a small arrow. Click on it and go to settings. तो आपके सिस्टम में by default आपको ऐसे दिख रहा होगा अभी। Right? सिर्फ 550 होगा। एक सिंगल लाइन होगी 0.55.
यस यस
So let it be like that. Go to this below option, click on it and see FDC visible and select. Automatically you will get these three wavelengths that are already been presetted inside Zemax. So can anybody tell me why these particular values are there for FDC and what is the significance of FDC itself? Because if any website you go to Thornlab, you go to Element, the doublets are designed for these wavelengths, the visible wavelengths. So what is the significance? Visible तो 400 से 700 है.
इनिशियली लैंप्स में यही लाइंस पहले अवेलेबल थी, इसीलिए इसी को स्टैंडर्ड बना के वही से काम शुरू हो गया.
Okay, partially correct. Sodium is
प्राइवेट लाइन
570. Okay, I've seen this one. जब polishing करते हैं तो एक लैम्प रहता है monochromatic, उसका आपको finish चाहिए तो वो नहीं है. So the ideology is there are something called as Fraunhofer lines. ठीक है? Whenever a glass is being manufactured, casting होती है glass की. You have some silica and other additives. उसको melt करते हो, उसको फिर एक solution बनाते हो, then you cast it in a block. So when you test the optical properties, so there are 11 Fraunhofer lines based on which you evaluate the optical material, and those lines extend from UV to the NIR region. So this is something that I read in a book. It can be more than that. So there are 11 standard Fraunhofer lines, in which the 3 lines are from visible, which are F, D, and C. So any glass, when you buy it, is evaluated at these wavelengths. So if it's an invisible glass, it has to be evaluated at these 3 wavelengths. This is the ideology of FDC. And accordingly, it has been standardized for designing these achromatic doublets for visible things using this wavelengths. Because 400 is too rare wavelength. It's almost very violetish and near to UV, and nobody actually uses it. Okay, so this is the ideology. Got it? If you want, you can Google it, and if I'm wrong, please correct me tomorrow.
V नंबर भी नहीं से कैलकुलेट होता है, इसलिए ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट. ND minus 1 over NF minus NC जो होता है V नंबर वो
Correct. Visible का बोल रहे हो? Yes, correct. क्योंकि हम when we talk about visible optics, वहाँ पे dispersion ज़्यादा important. So if you go to the IR optics, there will be no Abbe number, because over there the dispersion is very less, because the refractive index is uniform throughout those wavelength ranges. Hence the variation of refractive index is less, hence the dispersion is less. That is that occurs after mid MWIR, 3 to 5 microns, 8 to 12 microns at MWIR, LW. But if you are in shortwave IR, 2.5 to 1.7, over there is slight shift, slight variation is there. So over there the Abbe number might exist. I'm not sure, but it might exist.
C बैंड में तो डिस्पर्शन बहुत ज़्यादा होता है.
इसमें?
वहाँ C बैंड
C band मतलब आपका ये 50-50 बोल रहे हो?
तो वहाँ तो अवेलेबल मतलब कैलकुलेट नहीं करते, पर डिस्पर्शन है वहाँ.
वहाँ पे अब ये C band बोला आपने, कौन सी मतलब फाइबर यूज करोगे आप कम्युनिकेशन में? फाइबर किसकी है? फ्यूज सिलिकॉन में अवेलेबल है. So इसका है. It's 50-50. So the materials around those wavelengths always have Abbe number. कैलकुलेट करते हैं लैब एक्सपेरिमेंट। So let's focus right now over here. FDC हमारा few standard मैंने ये define किया कि from this we have 11 chromatograph lines, 3 are visible on which basis we evaluate the glass, and on that basis it has been standardized for designing the laser optics which are the COTS item basically. We go to Thorlabs, FDC design, surface figure lambda by 4, power of 1 lambda, ये standard है। Scratch dick 40 by 20 ये आपको मिलेगा, you will find it like this. So we have selected the wavelengths and now we close it. If you see, the spot diagram has become very colorful now, right? Because it is now including all the 3 wavelengths. So on the right top you can see 0.486, 0.57, 0.656. And my now for the F number 5, my area radius has become 3.4. Focal length कम हो गया, तो radius भी कम हो गया. My RMS is 52, geometry is 130. And you can see there is a spread. Aperture is same. So if I'll show the proper shoot again. So here aperture of system is 10 mm at all times. It's changing the F number. If my aperture remains constant, if I'm changing the F number, focal length varies. Okay. So I'll optimize it, right? Because everything is set up. Really? Should I go for optimization?
Focal length.
Or I should do some modification? Correct. So go to the merit function. In the EFFL operand, select say 50. Target is 50 now. Now go for optimization.
सर when we optimize, मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था कि केवल वेरिएबल हमने आपने 3 एक बार सेट कर दिए। मैंने कहीं करके भी देखा था जब हम कुछ बनाते हैं तो अगर एक एक करके करें ऑप्टिमाइज, हम एक वेरिएबल किया फिर ऑप्टिमाइज किया, उससे ज़्यादा अच्छे रिजल्ट आते हैं। क्या क्यों आते हैं?
जैसे कि see we are actually in that situation, we are actually seeing one by one what is the effect of that particular parameter. So in that situation we are actually analyzing ki
Optimize
which
कर लो।
parameter
50
on being optimized gives me better result, so that you get a better control. When you are optimizing everything, sometimes your design can degrade also. So over there, if you have lot of variables, you will get confused. What to do, what not to be done. So in that situation, you will be like this. But right now, we are dealing with just a singlet lens.
कैसा है?
So over here, we can have 2 variables, which is the radius of curvature, and one third is the back focal distance. So here we can relax. So yes, we created the optimized lens, but is it optimized? And radius में नहीं है. Correct. And very important point that I used to list in my initial days of designing. Whenever I make any changes in the System Explorer, especially my wavelength settings, aperture or field of view, I have to again create my default merit function. Because when you create default merit function, those aperture settings are considered again and again. I have changed the wavelengths, right? Earlier it was only 550. Now go to the merit function again. Click on merit function editor. Click on this wizard one, optimization wizard, and you simply have to just say OK. That's it. Now if you see, earlier there were so many lines. Earlier there were only very few lines, right? You can see there are some lines were added, and over here you can see there is a column 3 wave. So 1 is first wavelength, 2 is second wavelength, and 3 is third wavelength selected. Okay, that is the significance. Now we will optimize it again. So right now my RMS and GO is 38 and 62. I just optimize it. It has become 26 and 60. Now the other wavelengths are considered. Okay. Now you must be wondering, here it's a mix of all the colors. I just want to see individually how each and every wavelength is performing. So we have provision for that also. So go to the settings, wavelength. Initially it will look something like this one. Just select on one and say OK. So for 486, this is my performance, and the error disk is somewhere inside. बहुत अंदर छुपा है कहीं, very deep inside somewhere. Then go to settings. Now there are other wavelengths will appear. Sometimes it's a glitch. Sometimes it will show, it will not show. So just click on one, and later on it will show 1, 2, 3, or whatever the wavelength numbers you have selected. Select 2, and this is how it looks like. And select 3, and this is how it looks like. So this is a variation I can see. So at a time I can open 3 spot diagrams and I can have one wavelength selected. So that is the flexibility you can do. और अभी इतना 30 मार्क करने का एक सिंगलेट लेंस इतना क्या करना है? So what I'll do is I'll simply go and select all. That's it. Now to correct chromatic aberration, what do we do? Pardon? Achromatic is correct. Now we have done some modeling and we have also have some experience. So if I want to model a doublet lens, the cemented doublet, what modification should I do over here?
One more surface.
One more surface. After
ग्लास है उसका NBK7 वो SF6 उसका ग्लास है।
so next line after NBK7 should be the glass. Should be the second glass, right? Correct. So we are going to define this one more material.
We can add after stop also.
अभी तो I'm not focusing on that part actually. हम off axis में इसको देखते हैं क्योंकि of course stop position
Just after stop before NBK7.
NBK7 के पहले बोल रहे हो? So I'll tell you. The standard is when we are using light is being focused from infinite conjugate to the imaging plane. So first आपका ground glass आता है फिर flint आता है. If it's other way around, फिर flint आएगा ground glass. So this is a standardized thing. So I don't know what is the exact reason behind this, but this is the philosophy being used. If you want, you can try it. Before vacation, you can put one glass, एक stop surface के बाद एक surface डालो. Vacation के पहले before VK7, you define the material. That way also it can work, but VK7 then flint, ground flint, ground flint. And if the system is opposite side, like you have a cone of light and you will collimate it, then flint ground, not ground flint. So this is something I have seen, but you can break the rules always because there is no limitation. It's not going to shout at you. You well, flint क्यों लगाया तुमने? Okay, you have the limit. You can try if you want, but I'll try something that I've been doing regularly. So go on the thickness, right click, insert surface after. What I will do is I'll copy paste this, Control C, Control V. Then I'll click on this, Control Z. I hope I'm not going too fast. और अभी this is going to be my doublet's last surface. So I'll put one IN over here. I want it to be unoptimized, infinity. So I've defined one surface, but I cannot see anything after the lens. Right? ठीक है, material लगा दिया. And कौन सा print glass सबसे ज़्यादा यूज़ होता है? अरे SS is very expensive. Very brittle also. Crack हो जाता है. और आगे से cracking शुरू होता है. मतलब if you are doing some manufacturing operation, heat किया, fused silica is plain. अभी नंबर क्या मैंने सुबह थोड़ी देर पहले डिस्कस किया था अभी नंबर उसका. VK7 और fused silica. Fused silica नहीं है प्रिंट.
F2 बोला था ना आपने BK7 और F2 सबसे दोनों सस्ते हैं
इसलिए तो सुना. F2 very good. F2. NBK7 F2. So N dash F2. ये लगाओ. पर कुछ दिख नहीं रहा अभी.
Thickness sir.
Thickness. Correct. यहाँ पे GM डालो. So I have got a doublet. Okay. ये doublet नहीं अभी मैंने surface डाला है. Optimize करेंगे तो doublet बनेगा. But now along with spot I want to understand कि chromatic focal shift कितना हो रहा है. So we have an analysis feature for that also. So go to the analyze tab, go to the aberration, and go to the chromatic focal shift, and just lock it over here. ऐसे लगा दो यहाँ पे, लटका दो इसको. You can see in the current configuration, the diffraction limited range is coming as 83 microns. मतलब ये 83 microns में defocus में सारे wavelengths आपके हैं FDC के. But current situation में 770. Okay. Now we are going to optimize and see whether this changes or not. So we have added. So before going, I click on optimize.
Can you repeat
This step.
how did you open this window?
Chromatic focal shift.
Yes sir.
Here in sync with me. Is here.
सर मैंने थिकनेस चेंज की उसके बाद से मिस हुआ है.
मतलब you have this thing.
Yes sir.
Okay. Only the analysis you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So go to the analyze tab. Go to the aberration. यहाँ पे chromatic focal shift. Third last. You just click on it. A box will pop up.
Yes sir.
Okay. It will come out like this, and you have to just hang it over here. Okay. So I already have one analysis open, so I will not use this. So everybody is in sync with me till here. performance will be super. I'm assuming, but let's not assume. We are scientists, right? So spot diagram. मतलब पूरा डायफ्रैक्शन हो गया ना, डायफ्रैक्शन लिमिटेड, RMS है ना, geometrical. Now let's see about the chromatic focal shift. Focal shift. What's the diffraction limited range? And what's the maximum focal shift range? So we are inside it. We are inside the diffraction limited zone. So second problem statement completed. We have defined, we created a doublet lens which works very good for 3 wavelengths and on axis. So now save this file. So save करने के लिए go to file, save as, and I just edit the title of this.
ये इन्फिनिटी
F5
क्या था पहले
polychromatic.
तुमने
इसको वेरिएबल
सर,
करो
हाँ.
इन्फिनिटी किया था ना पहले हाँ इन्फिनिटी करो इसको
दिस वन
नीचे वाला वेरिएबल नहीं है तुम्हारे
So it's a
अच्छा.
terminology. मतलब the terminology is correct. जैसे achromatic it should work only for 2 wavelengths.
करो
इसको इन्फिनिटी करो
3
पहले
wavelengths का मतलब इसको achromat बोलते हैं.
फिर अभी
हम इसको achromat
ये करो
बोलते हैं.
ऑप्टिमाइज
Achromat doublets. It's just a naming thing. You're correct. Because the operand used in AXCL is a specific operand in Zmax. If you use that operand, you can target
अभी स्पॉट डायग्राम देखो
which should come at one focal plane. And the physics is also like this only. I want to bring 2 wavelengths in one common focus. So that's why we will say the term achromat.
And but with this the focal shift also we need like this the curve should cut the zero twice. It is not.
I didn't get your question.
The curve now it should cut twice.
Twice. How?
Because 2 wavelengths should be at the same focus now.
It's because but I'm not specifically targeted for that particular configuration. I've just what I've done is see, I've just taken a ground glass and a flint glass. NBK7 and F4 work together brilliantly. So without I defining any operand explicitly to bring 2 colors in common focus, I still get a good performance. This is the combination.
But this is not acceptable. If this give it to someone, they won't accept it.
He's asking that 0 points should be coming on that side. 0 focus. Okay, so for that, so now we have values. So based on the question, so I'll show you something now. Go to the help file first. Then there's a help PDF. Okay. So I open the help PDF. Don't worry, I'm addressing your query. So over here, I'll just open its content section. I'll go to the optimize tab. There's an automatic optimization group, and there is this thing. Okay. Don't worry, I can give you a breakdown again. So optimization operands. So there are a lot of operands over here. So this is aberration. Okay. So AXCL. So the thing that you're exactly asking for, AXCL, is this axial color. So when you use this operand, you can define 2 wavelengths. 1, 2. You can define the zone. So it's basically the pupil from 0 to here. If it's 1, it means on the edge, and you can optimize it. So those 2 wavelengths, like you were mentioning, like you said, the 2 wavelengths should come on the same side. That thing will happen at that point. See, my goal is it's in diffraction limited zone. Theoretically, you are correct, but this works because I have designed it, I have manufactured it, and that's how it works. So I'm giving you my real experience. You're absolutely correct on your point. Because if you open the Fisher book, Daniel Markara and King's Lake, they will also show the same thing. That 2 wavelengths, when you're optimizing for that wavelength, that achromat, should lie on the same plane. Mine is not lying because I did not explicitly target it. I just gave the material, a crown and a flint. And Zmax did what it can do for those wavelengths. So with this, because of this question, we prematurely opened the help file. But this is how you can go for. So there are at least 1000 operands. But I'll suggest not to use all. Because what will happen, if you use all the operands, just axial color डाल दिया, spherical aberration 0 कर दिया, ये डाल दिया, वो डाल दिया, so आपका merit function, your merit function weight will increase. And Zmax will not be able to optimize efficiently. So identify which is the most important criteria, target it and optimize it. Because default merit function is anyways hate. You have the default merit function by default. So the image quality is understood. ये collimation है, ये क्या imaging है, right? everybody in sync with me till here? And have you saved the file? F5 polychromatic on axis. Okay. Yes.
हम टारगेट बनाते हैं, टारगेट को क्रोमेटिक एब्रेशन को ठीक करने के लिए बट हम सीरियल डायग्राम जब देखते हैं ना उसमें स्फेरिकल एब्रेशन होता है। हम कुछ ऐसा और क्या इसमें कर सकते हैं कि स्फेरिकल एब्रेशन इसी में यही हम करेंगे।
एक सेकंड। अब साइड डायग्राम की बात है तो साइड डायग्राम बता दो कहाँ था। So if you open analyze tab, aberration, this last one, साइड डायग्राम।
हमको वहाँ
आप कौन से वाली का बात कर रहे हो? ये की वो? This last one. So this is not a parallax lens. This is a real lens. Like I told you. So there will always be aberration. Our job is to make it as low as possible. So what we are seeing over there in the sum column is residual aberration. Okay. My system is in diffraction and performing zone, but there is still some residual aberration. To make it zero, you have to play with the powers. In the radius of curvature, spherical aberration. Now, if these three surfaces are not giving you the optimum output, I will make that doublet cemented into two singlets, airspace doublet. इससे भी नहीं हुआ. If this configuration does not work, I will further on split the powers. But if I have a limitation, I cannot go more than two lenses, I'll go for aspherics. ठीक है? Aspherics design किया. I do not manufacture. You can use Scott's item. आप Redmond Optics से तो खरीद सकते हो ना. So for that focal length, identify what's the focal length of that lens, and go and buy a Scott's item for that. वो Scott's item substitute करो और second lens को optimize करो, जो spherical. That is the workflow I can suggest you. I hope, because this is the only thing you can do. Because there will always be residual aberration. No design has zero. Possibly नहीं. Okay, so I'll close this side diagram because we will not use it now. So till here, everybody in sync with me? Good. So now, the last problem statement. This will take some time for us. We only have 15 minutes, so we'll try to sync it up. So the last problem statement is F3 system, polychromatic and field of view, off axis up to 20 degree. Okay. So I go over here. So wavelength also defined here. Wavelength no change, aperture no change. Now I have to introduce field of views. So open field data editor. So once you open fields, open field data editor, this box will pop up. So go to this small arrow over here, angle radial, field wizard. Field wizard में by default there will be distribution as uniform Y fields. Now go to the max field and define the values. Now I said I want to create a system which has a full field 20 degree field of view. So what is the value I should put over here? 10. Why 10?
हाफ फुल फोन 20 डिग्री का मिल जाएगा।
So अभी हम इधर what we are defining here is half field of view, right? It is saying max field, but it's half field of view which you are defining. But luckily we have a visualization box also over here. So now I will define 10 like you are all saying, and I'll apply. So can you see now? 0, an intermediate point maybe 5 and 10. Or if I make the full circle, it is full field 20 degree. Now one more thing to consider. When I do this, my values will come in a very random fashion. It will not be in proper ascending fashion. So if you can see my spot diagram 0, 5, 10. But if I see my field editor 0, 10, 5. And the coloring that happens in my layout is field based. Green, red, blue. Or it should be blue, green, red. So I simply have to go over here. There is an option called sort fields. I click on the sort fields in field data editor and it will become ascending manner 0, 5, 10. Sure. इसको मैं पूरा डिलीट करता हूँ, ये भी बंद कर देता हूँ. Fields, open field data editor, small box over here, open, click. आपका type और normalization radial और angle रहेगा, ठीक है? Because we are going for a circle field of view. and we are looking at an infinite conjugate system, so the type should be angle only. We are not using any other type. But if it's a finite conjugate, so you use object height. If you're targeting based on the image height, you use directional image height. If it's a very fast f number, you go for real image height. ठीक है? अभी तो angle पे focus करो. Field type angle, normalization radius, because we're targeting circular field of view. Field wizard, uniform y field. इसमें और भी ऑप्शन है, equal area field, तो वो 0.707 मतलब 0.7 ऐसे कुछ बनाएगा field of view, 10 रहेगा आखिरी वाला. Uniform बनाओगे तो 0, 5, 10. अगर grid होगा, for example, some telescopes or some optical systems are rectangular or square shaped, उसमें field of view थोड़ा अलग होता है, square based. So at that time you use grid and you define the whether it's square or rectangle. उसके हिसाब से field of view select होगा. So especially for your 3 mirror anistic mats, this telescope off axis, उसमें आपको grid use करना पड़ेगा. So currently let's say for uniform y fields, max value 20 है हमारा field of view, but यहाँ पे हमेशा half field define होती है. So 10 लगाया मैंने value like you have given the input. Apply करते ही it will give me 0, 10, 5. It's not in a proper ascending manner. So I'll just simply say this एक button है 1 to 9. Click on it and it will sort it ascending manner. Okay. So with this my field of view is set. So 3 very important things in the optical system are now finally set up as we have progressed through the problem statements. So first is the aperture, which was the very initial one. Second was the wavelength, FDC, polychromatic, and third is fields. Now if you observe what we optimized on axis, which was very brilliant and beautiful, off axis जाते ही there is a field curvature distortion, right? Because this is not optimized for those off axis fields. Now this is an F3 system. तो focal length अलग होगा. So let's repeat the process again. क्या करना है? सबको सारे surfaces infinite लिख दो. Go over here, type IN infinite. So all are plane surfaces now. Once all are made plane, second last surface, click this, go to the solve type and click on F number. Problem statement बोलता है 3 करना है, 3, enter. Now I have the quick focusing tool. I go to the optimize tab, quick focus, spot size radial, use centroid. Okay. So now I've got one radius of curvature which is giving me focal length of 30, and that quick focus is given with the ambient focusing distance also. Next step बताओ.
इसको फिक्स कर देते हैं पहले तो.
इसको.
इसको वापस वेरिएबल कर.
ये मेरी
अच्छा F number को वेरिएबल कर.
ये नंबर वाला
Next. Operand जाना. Red function. Change the value target. पहले 50 था 30 करना. Next.
फिर से स्टार्ट करना होगा.
मैंने फिर से स्टार्ट करते हैं.
The merit function.
Absolutely correct. So अभी observe करो. 23 lines. ठीक है. One more tip while recreating the merit function. सुनो अच्छे से. So if you see, I defined one operand before, right? Effective focal length 30 मेरा finalized है. Now ये line number 1 पे है. अगर ये starting at कभी-कभी 1 रह जाता है by default. So what will happen? It will eat that operand line. Okay? So I'll just do F3. नहीं हो रहा है वो. आ गया. और एक F3 करने से आ गया. So make sure जो start that number है ना यहाँ पे, it should be more than the number that is over here. Okay? वो 2 है 3 चलेगा. It should not be 1. ये तो वो क्योंकि when you are designing some complex system, you have to define a set of operands, right? So when you create the optimal function, DMF default function, वो सब delete हो जाए. So take care of this. Slowly एक चीजें बताऊंगा. पहले हम सिर्फ image quality focus करते हैं. आगे हम started भी देखते हैं. Started number 3 over here. This number. Merit function lines. So it will not omit the first line that I have defined. So with this, I'll say okay. पहले हमारे merit function में से 23 lines थे, right? अब इसको okay बोला है मैंने. इसको maximize करते हैं. कितने lines हैं? So it is showing operands for field 1. ये सिर्फ एक field के operands हैं. Second field के यहाँ पे है. height is taking care of a field and a wavelength individually. So you do not worry. Just define this default mid function and based on the image quality, Zemax will take care of the optimization process. हाँ but पूरा Zemax के ऊपर डिपेंड मत करो, थोड़ा सा अपना भी दिमाग लगाओ कि कौन सा मटेरियल लगाना है, कौन सा एपर्चर कितना होना चाहिए आपका, वेवलेंथ क्या आप ले रहे हो. So once this is created, I'll go for optimization. So there is a drop in merit function but not that great. I'll exit and I'll see. कुछ भी डायरेक्शन मेथड नहीं है. सबका ऑप्टिमाइज हो गया. So किसी का has anyone in the screen seeing the diffraction limited performance? At least one RMS. मतलब we have 3 RMS, right? 1, 2, 3. RMS radius not in airy disk.
No sir.
Geo radius not in airy disk. फिर chromatic focal shift वो तो है क्या at least? वो भी नहीं है. मतलब criteria है 21 but focal shift है 99. So now what?
More operands.
How?
AXL or
एक से इसमें नहीं हो तो एक से लगेगा क्या? Correct. And now I want to make this doublet into an airspace doublet. So what do I do? अच्छा तो ऐसा नहीं है ना. एक सरफेस ऐड करेंगे बीच में. Correct. मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? Insert surface outer. कुछ आ गया? अभी इग्नोर करो, लेआउट को देखो. Now I just copy paste it over here. ठीक है? And I'll give us gap of 3 mm. 3. So कुछ ऐसे create हो गया आपके सिस्टम में. So I just added one surface after this. I copy pasted this radius of curvature over here. इधर भी हम config. ये right में है तो ये concave हो गया. ये left में है तो ये convex रहेगा. ठीक है? Although this looks on the right, but यहाँ पे left right convention आएगा based on the surface. क्योंकि ये surface इसके right में, ये surface इसके left. Okay? So is everybody's systems like this? All your screens?
Yes. No sir.
अब इसको ऑप्टिमाइज करेंगे आप.
सर रेडियस कितना दिया है सरफेस का?
मैंने कॉपी पेस्ट किया बस इसको. कंट्रोल सी कंट्रोल वी. देखो ऐसे कंट्रोल सी किया, यहाँ पे कंट्रोल वी करके लगा दिया मैंने. नाउ ऑन दिस रेडियस ऑफ द थर्ड लाइन आई से कंट्रोल Z. ठीक है? एंड ऑप्टिमाइज करेंगे इसको. ऑप्टिमाइज. ये तो और बिगड़ गया. So earlier my chromatic focal shift was 91. Now it is 437. Not like it became worst. God's favorite child. 437 तो है. Maximum focal shift. Okay, no worries. क्या करें? Spot diagram भी नहीं है. What do we do?
सर 2 डबलेट्स एक एरिया के बाद में एक डबलेट फिर एक
बस एक मिनट नहीं हो जाएगा.
सर थिकनेस सर वेरिएबल रखते थिकनेस सर एक्चुअली
नहीं
तो डिफाइन द
वेरिएबल रखते हैं thickness. कुछ मत करना, मैं करता हूँ. ठीक है? थिकनेस वेरिएबल रख रहा हूँ. Yes, we can put constraints on it, but it will not work. ठीक है? मैंने कोई constraint नहीं लगाया. मैंने बोला जो बनाना है बना लो. Is it working? Not even close. Right? Okay.
सर we did not put the air material.
Okay, stop it with 2 lenses. One thing you can do. Okay, so now stop surface with this on the first lens, second surface लगा दिया. So what will happen when we change the stop position? Okay, होमो एब्रेशन की थोड़ा सा इफेक्ट पड़ता है. Correct. So actually when we move the stop position, we are actually telling the limiting aperture because if I take an example of a paraxial lens, the thin lens, so the stop surface will behave like a surface where the chief ray will pass exactly through the optical center of it, and the marginal ray will come over here and it will go down. So it is very crucial how you position the stop surface inside your optical system. तो अभी मैंने अब इसको शिफ्ट किया है, अब इसको ऑप्टिमाइज करते हैं, चेक द ऑपरेशंस. Then we get a better performance or not.
Sir, how you made the third surface as well?
So I'll show it again. So मैं अभी F3 करता हूँ. वापस. So I will click on the surface number 3. जैसे next simply click कर दिया मैंने यहाँ पे. I blow on this small arrow and make surface stop. And you observe when I shift the stop location from here to here, the lens diameter decreases. क्योंकि now my stop has come inside the optical system. So वहाँ पे limiting aperture है, तो ray height has been controlled. Okay, so अभी इसके diameter कम रहेंगे because all the marginal ray is here, all the chief ray is coming from here. You can see. But थोड़ा सा zoom करो stop surface पे. Okay. So मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? Mouse पे बीच का बटन scroll है ना, उसको use करो and zoom in. So when we talk about defining a stop aperture, limiting aperture, the all rays should be focused at that. It should be the limiting aperture. But looking at the rays, it doesn't look like. So to make the behavior accurate, there is something called as ray aiming. Okay? So zoom out करो इसको. If you zoom in रहने दो, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? In System Explorer, ray aiming. So wavelength के बाद environment, polarization, advanced, ray aiming. So अभी off है ray aiming. So you go on this select and say paraxial. Just इतना ही करो, paraxial करो. ठीक है? So अभी क्या हुआ difference? Can you see the difference? The ray is properly aimed at that one location, which is acting as a limiting aperture. मैं F3 करता हूँ वापस. तो it is not correctly aligned. Now control F3. I'm redoing it. Now it is aligned. So now this is behaving like an accurate stop surface. And this is very important when the stop is inside the optical system. Okay. And whenever in the optical system, you have to use this ray setting because the tolerance you करोगे, okay, when your design is created, finalized, you are doing for tolerance equals to manufacturer. So stop surface enable framing, enable that makes your design more accurate. If the stop is inside the optical system, especially if stop is inside the optical system. So it's there only, no? See, initially I told you. So when we use direction of prosecution, or the performance almost near to paraxial. So we use paraxial, but when the F number is very small, so there are aberrations are very heavy. In those situations, you have to go for real ray. Right now, F3 is nominal. We can start with paraxial. If you are working on F2, F1.5, F less than 1, for
yeah, they have 5 o'clock class. Few students who go to the area.
Okay, so work के लिए कॉम्प्रोमाइज करेगा. ऐसे ही करते हैं कॉलेज में. Okay, so I hope you all will be there tomorrow also. Yes. Sure, क्योंकि बहुत अभी बाकी पिक्चर में बाकी है. So file, let's save this.
दोनों साथ साथ में हो गए दोनों काम.
If you want to get connected with us on LinkedIn, so here is a QR code. Okay, so you can get connected with my manager, and of course you have that. He said I'm showing that clip also. So this QR code is for your scanning, and there is one more thing I'd like to show. So this is our current team right now. This is the optics and photonics team. So you're asking for like how the team is there, where are people coming from. So we have this optics team. This is the APAC of India as well as the Thailand, Singapore, and your Southeast Asia region. And for the photonics, we have those people. We have Eric from Singapore, who has photonics
country experience as well. We have Shushru, he's an Indian guy. He sits in Bangalore. He has 6 years of experience. Any photonic design, component making will help you. We have Akansha from NIT Varanasi. He is also a year experience. He knows meta-analysis. We have Saranison from Thailand, who is also expert in numerical. We have Dhanush, expert in SPIOS, any system level automobile designs and all those things. SPIOS. We have Sai Kumar, who works closely with A&D people like SAC, ISRO, DRDOs, right, for their application. We have Merlin from SCA, who closely works on the application like Thermo Fisher and all those companies in Singapore. And then I'm here only. You can meet also. Alright, ठीक है. हाँ, this is India team.
Tomorrow we'll stay.
One way to share something.
Yes, anyways, there are 5 openings and he is taking care of the interviews and all those.
We'll share